and the number 2 nationally ranked Friendswood Mustangs. Friendswood won Game 1 last night on the Bulldogs' home field 5-0. Friendswood scored all 5 runs in the 5th inning with 2 outs, mind you. The big blow was a bases-loaded double by catcher Dylan Maxey. Jacob Rogers, well, he was outstanding once again. He allowed no runs on 2 hits and finished with 7 strikeouts. Today's game pitcher will be Jackson Birch. He'll take the mound as Friendswood will try and stay unbeaten and move to 26-0 and hopefully move on to the very next round. Should Nederland win Game 2, Game 3 will immediately follow right here, and we will broadcast that game also in its entirety. Not a lot of difference in the lineups. For Nederland, Wade Butler will lead it off, followed by Noah Kendrick. Britton Gomez will hit 3rd. Corbin Chandler will hit cleanup. Gage Driscoll hitting 5th. DH will be Brady Corcoran, who pitched last night, pitched a whale of a game, by the way. Hitting 7th will be Landon Kaywood. The 8th spot will be Brady Bennett, the first baseman, and then the pitcher, Dylan Bell, will hit 9th for the Bulldogs. For the Mustangs, pretty much the same. Newkirk, Winkler, Pacheco, Maxey, Landry, Andrews, Wright, Montemayor, and South. And as I mentioned, it'll be Birch on the mound for the Mustangs. Great afternoon. It's going to be a little bit warmer than we've been used to. We haven't been lucky having a lot of fronts come through here recently. But we got a good south wind coming across the field here, which is pretty normal here at the Bobby Black field. Bobby Black actually in attendance here today, as is about 700 other Friendswood faithful. It's going to be a packed house. As you see, the Mustang Blue has filtered in over to the Nederland side just because there's lack of room. Lots of scouts here in attendance as well, as they always are. Last night, Friendswood held in check pretty much by Corcoran, and when he did get in trouble, he got out of it. He had a couple of 1st and 3rds that he was able to get out of, but his undoing came in the 5th inning, and it started with a single with 2 outs by South, and that was followed up by another single by Newkirk, and then Winkler walked to load the bases and brought up Pacheco with bases loaded, which is, opposing coach's worst nightmare, right? You have nowhere to put him. If you do walk him, well, you got the leading RBI guy right behind him, and that's exactly what happened. They tried to be too careful with Pacheco. Pacheco was very patient in his at-bat. Ended up drawing a 3-1 walk to push across the first run for Friendswood, and then Dylan Maxey cleared the bases with a double to left field, and another RBI followed after that, and that was your final. And again, Rogers was outstanding, and only one base runner for Nederland even reached second base, and that was on a pass ball. So we'll send it over to our PA announcer, and then we'll be back with this matchup between your Friendswood Mustangs and Nederland Bulldogs. Well, welcome in, everybody. We're excited to get this game 2 underway of bi-district action between Nederland and Friendswood. The sophomore Jackson Birch on the mound for Friendswood. So a couple of young pitchers in today's contest. A freshman threw last night for Nederland, and they'll have another freshman throwing again here today. So future looks bright for this Nederland ball club, as they have a young, talented club. Got off to a good 7-2 start in district play before they ran into a buzzsaw in their district, and it's Barbers Hill beat them twice, and then they had to play Crosby twice and lost both of those games, and that included a play-in game, if you will. Let's see who ended up 3rd and 4th in district play. Of course, the number 4 seed got the dubious honor of getting to play the number 2 team in the nation, and so talk about drawing the short straw if you're Nederland, but that's the hand they're dealt. They're been known to be hard-nosed like their mascot, and we expect nothing less but a battle here this afternoon. But they'll have to get past Jackson Birch and to try and push it to a game 3. Birch on the season, he is played in 4 games. He has only given up 7 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs. And he will face off against the shortstop Wade Butler as we are underway. Butler takes strike looking on the outside corner. Nederland and Friendswood both last night just swinging at almost everything. This ball fouled away, and it's 0-2. Rogers did not allow a walk last night in addition to those 7 Ks. Maxey was intentionally walked, and then Pacheco walked, and Winkler also walked in that game. Pitch up, not a bad idea. Birch has a good curveball, good fastball.
Yeah, I think that was a show-me fastball right there.
Not a bad 0-2 pitch for sure. And that evens the count at 2-2. So already a lot more patience than we saw the first night. But again, if you know you got a senior pitcher that throws a lot of strikes, you might as well swing the bat. Oh, I think they got a piece of the bat, right? Count remains 2-2.
Did it?
Let's see what he says here.
Nope,
3-2. Ball lifted short right field. south, camped under it, and there's one away.
Next up from the Bulldogs, third baseman number 5, Noah Kendrick.
Neither pitcher got into pitch count trouble last night. A lot of 1, 2, 3 innings. Noah Kendrick had one of the 2 Bulldog hits in last night's game. He takes ball 1. As I mentioned in the broadcast, only one Bulldog reached second base in the entire ball game, and that was on a pass ball. Kendrick ahead in the count here, 2-0. Some really good defensive plays last night. The 2-0 pitch is lifted high into right field. Montemayor is there for out number 2. Gomez probably saved a couple of runs last night. Made a nice running catch in the first inning that Rob Newkirk, who would have scored on Pacheco's double had he been on, but a little shoestring catch by Gomez out in right field kept Newkirk off the bases. Ball gets over the head of Gomez.
Kind of surprised he ducked out of that one. Slow curve there.
Yeah.
Take that on the shoulder and take your bag.
And Gomez wearing a little jewelry. Surprisingly, after Maxie got in trouble for wearing jewelry last night, surprised anybody showed up with anything. Down and away, and again 2-0.
Jackson just seems to be a little amped up right now, kind of overthrowing a little bit, but he just needs to settle down and start working ahead.
Another good hitter's count. Hit back to the pitcher. And it's a 1, 2, 3 inning. It's a good start for Mr. Birch. A 1-3 will bring up your Friendswood Mustangs. It'll be Newkirk, Winkler, followed by Pacheco.
KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3rd and 13, not yet, another reverse. Breaking tackles, dives to the end zone. Touchdown Rangers.
16 seconds, really close up in the corner. Rotates to Wilson, she fires the 3. Oh my God, it went in! Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, VYPE.com.
For all the ways you love to play out there, Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easier than ever to gear up and have fun. Get free shipping on your favorite brands at academy.com or get free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store. Gear up this spring at Academy Sports and Outdoors. So here's Dylan Bell for the Bulldogs. Going to face a vaunted Friendswood lineup who I know, even though they won last night, were a little disappointed that they did not push a few more runs across. Newkirk average dropped a little bit, 296 to 293. with the 1-for-4 performance last night, and really slow pitch to start the game. Friendswood's seen a few of these. They've had some success against slow pitching. It usually takes them a couple of times through the lineup to adjust to the speed. And that's just a big, slow, off-speed pitch that drops in the Newkirk with a little smirk. And quickly down, 0-2. It definitely is, and it's nice that they saw a left-hander last night, another left-hander today, but and there's a pitch normally you wouldn't have to reach for, but Newkirk does a good job staying alive.
Probably wasn't a strike, but it's when the ball's coming that slow and the umpire gets that long a look at the baseball, sometimes it looks better than it really is to both the batter and the umpire. So good piece of hitting there.
So good job going the other way, but again, this until they really get used to this off-speed stuff, you're going to see a lot of pop-ups.
Next up for the Mustangs, senior left fielder number 5, Isaiah Winkler.
Here's Winkler. Winkler 341, 582 on base percentage. He has scored 23 runs and has been hit by 12 pitches. Shows bunt and got a piece of him. No, 0-1 to Winkler.
Not a bad idea there. Third baseman playing back. Winkler's a good bunter. Got a good speed.
Yeah, I'm saying, and a slow pitcher, easy
Yeah.
pitch to bunt, but unfortunately didn't get it out in front. And it's 0-2. So Bell doing a good job throwing strikes, and again, it's just painfully slow compared to what we saw yesterday.
It looks like Winkler's made a little adjustment, kind of moved up in the box toward the pitcher a little bit. Trying to help out with his timing some.
Hit towards the hole. It's a nice backhand. He'll have to hurry to get him, and they do. Good play by the shortstop. So 2 away and nobody on. That's how they want to face Pacheco. Isaac went about 350 oppo in the gap in his first at bat yesterday. Needland intentionally walked Maxey to put runners at first and second, and then got out of the inning.
First ball of the inning right there for Dylan Bell.
Well, Coach Bell said they were going to pitch to him, but and they did pretty much last night. Hit hard, but right at the second baseman, he slips, but comes up. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for Bell, and it's going to take a little bit of time for the Mustangs to adjust. Chandler, Driscoll, Corcoran coming up for the Bulldogs.
Vype Live, the leader in high school sports broadcasts.
Wait, hold on just a moment.
It's true that Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, excels at high school sports broadcasts. But did you know that Vype Live does more than sports? Vype Live does band recitals, academic events. For more information on how Vype Live can broadcast your event, email us at vype, VYPE.com.
Now that Jackson's got 1 inning under his belt, maybe he'll settle down a little bit. Looks good warming up. Definitely looks nice and effortless. Throwing the ball hard, probably, what do you say, upper 80s, low 90s?
Yep,
He's
I'd say upper 80s right now.
Yeah.
Rogers was typical last night. Started out and then just got stronger as the game went on. And
that's what he does.
That's what he does.
Seems like every time.
It's amazing. By the time he gets to the 5th inning, it just gets amped up that much more.
Leading off the inning for the Bulldogs, left fielder number 8, Corbin Chandler.
Here's Chandler. Chandler hitless in last night's game. Swings through that one, and it's 0-1.
Good pitch.
Pitch up, no call. It's 1-1.
The high strike doesn't look like it's going to be there today.
Nope, not
That's the
today.
second one. It's definitely top of the zone, in my opinion. But again, my opinion don't matter. So
again, you got a diminutive umpire. He may have a affinity for little guys. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Can't say enough about the job Benavides and Travis have done.
Couldn't hang on. Foul tip in the mitt. Max is usually real sure-handed on that, but that one just caught him in the thumb and dropped to the dirt.
It's hard enough to win 5 games in a row, much less 25 games.
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, at any level, no matter Little League, T-ball, I mean, you name it. It's hard to win them all. It's been an incredible run for sure.
Now, I was on a team that lost 16 games in a row. Does that count?
It's equally as difficult to lose 16 straight. You're bound to get lucky sooner or later, but, it happens.
You would think.
It happens.
That was a long summer, let me tell you. Birch just pumped in 5 strikes in a row here before missing with that one. You think back in some of the close games we've had,
hit better.
He just doesn't have control of the breaking ball yet. Hadn't thrown it much either. And both times that he has, he almost hit the first batter, and then he did on that one.
Yeah, I was just about to say he looks a little more relaxed up there. Looks a little more fluid. His tempo's a lot better. He's using his lower half better, and but he just let that one get away from him there. There's a good curve.
And caught and doubled up.
There we go. Nice play.
Great play out there by South as he backhands the line drive and then immediately threw over to Boots for the double play. And that keeps your minimum batters faced in order.
Yep.
Coming up in the bottom of the second will be Maxey, Landry, and Andrews.
For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com. VYPE.com.
Joe Hoyer along with Cade Lyko, our QA back in the studio. Dandra McBenyou, thank you so much for helping, Dandra. We get set here, go to the bottom of the second.
Leading off for your Mustangs, the junior backstop, number 1, 21, Dylan Maxey.
Maxey, 329 on the season. He leads the team in RBIs with 37. Also leads the team in doubles. He has 10 doubles on the year, including the one he had last night. And strokes one at the left, in front of the left fielder. Looked like he had a shot at it and just froze.
The kid just keeps hitting.
Well, his average continues to rise.
Sophomore first baseman, number 25, Boots Landry.
Yeah, I had written down what Maxey will do today on a piece of paper earlier. We'll see if that comes true. He's off to a good start, though. I can tell you that.
I saw Boots before the game, and I just told him, I said, I had a feeling, Boots, that today's going to be a day for you. You're going to wreck shop today. You're going to come up in a big spot, and you're going to have a big day. So
Boots hitting nearly 300. He's at 298, and he is another guy that's been on the rise. You're right. He has been striking the ball extremely well the last few games. Been fun to watch him. And again, a young player, just going to get better.
Just a sophomore. Big kid. Plays a great first base, too.
15 singles, 2 doubles, 15 RBIs. He scored 8 runs. It's a towering fly ball. It's going to come down around shortstop. Should be an infield fly, and that's going to be out number 1 of the inning.
Next up for the Mustangs, senior third baseman, number 6, Devin Andrews.
But this is where the bottom half of the lineup should just really help out. There's no reason not to stay back and make good contact with this pitcher. You know, be patient, get your pitch.
Yeah, it can be tough early in these big games, but you got to recognize that it's just another baseball game. You tune everything else out, and you just go about your business, do what you do. And
big lead over at first. Surely they're going to throw over. Nope. Montemayor's got a huge lead over there. Only one stolen base attempt last night. Pacheco was thrown out at third, although it looked like he was safe. Lined into right field, and it will be caught. It's just kind of sliced back towards the right fielder for Gomez.
Pushed it a little bit right back to him.
Sure did. Looked good off the bat. Maxey with the only hit of the game thus far. Michael Wright trying to change that. Tough night for Michael last night at the plate. See if he can get turned around here. Oh, got him picked off. Yep, had him leaning. And so the pickoff 1-3 ends the inning for the Mustangs, and very similar to last night's game. A couple of opportunities squandered early, and we will head to the third. It'll be Kaywood, Bennett, and Bell coming up for the Bulldogs.
For high school sports coverage second to none, discriminating sports fans, booster clubs, and student bodies will tell you Vype stands above the rest. Vype can provide your school and your entire school district with complete digital video streaming and live broadcast coverage at prices that fit your budget. Find out more information at Vype, VYPE.com. VYPE.com.
Well, one of the nice things about innings like that is the game goes by a little quicker. I know most of Friendswood was back on the road before it started to get really dark from Nederland last night, as the game ended shortly after 8 o'clock. Here's Landon Kaywood, the center fielder. Birch burns one on the outside corner.
Great
for
pitch.
Strike one. Hit to the shortstop. 2 away.
Now batting first baseman number 9, Brody Bennett.
I can't even begin to emphasize enough the spectacular play that Pacheco made last night deep in the hole. It's one of the best plays I've seen, at any level. And, of course, it was complemented by just a perfect scoop over there at first base by Birch. Boots. And so not only did you get really good pitching last night, you had Mustangs playing some spectacular defense. DA made a great play. Pacheco made 2. South handled everything that was hit his way. Newkirk had a diving play out in center.
Good night there, sir. 3 pitch, 3 strikes.
Thanks for playing, Mr. Bennett. Second strikeout of the game for Birch. Brings up the pitcher, Dylan Bell.
Yeah, old Birch just said, "Here it is, hit it, young man." Went right at him.
At some point, you think he's going to have his curveball. Hasn't had to use it yet, but
yeah, you kind of expect that first time through. He throws a good, hard, heavy fastball. You can see the dust pop off the mitt, Maxie's mitt there, and just you can kind of see the snap. You can even hear it here in the box.
Yeah, and that moves also.
It
tails
moves.
off.
It moves. But next time through the order, I expect to start seeing him, mix it up a little bit, pitching backwards a little bit.
1 ball, 1 strike to Bell. Got a good curveball that time. Just got a piece of it. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. We're in the top of the 3rd. Thank everybody for tuning in. I understand we had a pretty good crowd watching last night, our broadcast. There's a high gas, evens a count at 2-2. Bell able to lay off of that. And, man, we are loaded up here with fans here today. The 2-2. Swung through, and it's another 1-2-3 inning for Birch. Strikeout number 3. And
he's at 30 pitches total.
30 pitches total. And both pitchers really, because of a couple of double plays, have seen the minimum.
Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com, and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
Bell throwing that off-speed changeup just like it's a knuckleball. Got good downward movement on it. And a little bit of a tailing action. Nederland not known for their defense, but they did play errorless ball last night.
All right, leading off the inning for the Mustangs, designated hitter number 12, senior Michael Wright.
So Michael, chance to lead off here. Got to see a few pitches before Montemayor got picked off of first. Let's see if that'll pay off for Mr. Wright. What started out as a good inning with a single by Maxey. And then there's a high strike. But, of course, talking about a much taller hitter. Oh, 1 to right. Hit hard into the hole and through for a base hit.
That inside out right there to the left side. Good job by Michael Wright.
Montemayor, 294 on the season. He's scored 17 runs. He has 11 RBIs, 5 doubles, and a little bit of pop. Has 2 bombs this season. Ooh, did it get him? Oh, it was a late call by the umpire.
It was a late call. I'll take it.
He squared around a bunt and then pulled it back in time, but just got a piece of him.
Number 10, Reed South.
So South, a really good bunter. Let's see what he does here. Top of the lineup due up after South. South does not strike out much.
He doesn't, and I would love to see a big inning here. No outs, first 2 batters on.
Guarantee he's.
There it is.
Line
there it is.
left
That's
field.
what you do right there. Good job, Reed South. Base hit.
Wright's going to be close at home.
Safe.
An RBI single by Reed South, and the Mustangs are on the board. Wright had to hold up initially just to make sure it wasn't going to be snagged by the infield, and it allowed a play to be had at home plate. Chandler comes up throwing off the mark a little bit. Had he been right on the money, it'd have been very close. A great job.
Looks like we got a pitching change coming.
It's not a bad idea. I mean, you can, number one,
yeah,
just don't let them.
Order.
Yeah, second time through, it's going to happen.
Trying to see who this.
Plus, you want to get experience for your younger guys, and here's some playoff experience.
11, maybe. Have you seen his number yet? Is it number 11?
I have not.
Yeah.
Yep, number 11. It's going to be Kyler Baker.
Please, new pitcher for Nederland Bulldogs, number 11, Kyler Baker.
Kyler throws a little harder. But that doesn't necessarily bode
No, it doesn't.
well or any better.
I would venture a guess is that entire lineup of Friendswood is loving what they're seeing right now. They don't seem to like that slow pitch.
No, they don't.
They
really don't.
Got a little zip on it. They love it.
But I think another good move by Brian Spell, trying to give Friendswood as many looks as he can to try and stay in this game.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you had to make that move. Like you said, second time through the order with that pitcher, I think that they were going to start making adjustments, and it was, BP type stuff. So
the only thing I might do differently is let him face Newkirk go lefty-lefty, but
right.
Maybe one more batter. So a single by right, a hit by pitch, puts Montemayor on, and runners at first and second, and Reed South comes through with an RBI single.
All right, here comes
Reed's
Newkirk.
dad, Scott South, was a longshoreman in South Wales for a couple of years. So I heard. 2 on, nobody out. In the bottom of the third, Friendswood trying to move on to the next round. Pushed a run across here, trying to get some more. Shows bunt, beautiful
Great
bunt. I don't know that they're going to get him.
They're not. Great bunt for a hit there. That was definitely not a sack type of attempt. He saw something, took advantage, laid it down the third base line, and motored down to first and beat it by a step. Good job there by Newkirk.
Bases loaded now for Winkler. When the ball was first bunted, the third baseman's first step was back. He thought maybe the pitcher had a shot at it and then realized he didn't. And that's all he needed for Newkirk to make it and beat it out at first base. Infield on the corners are in now. Middle infield is back for the double play. Winkler also a very good bunter. Hits one deep to center field. Out is made. Tag at third. They will throw to third base wisely. And it'll be an RBI sac fly for Winkler.
Senior shortstop, number 34, Isaac Pacheco.
Well, here's Isaac. Runners at first and second and 1 out. It's been really fun watching the maturation of Pacheco as a hitter. He has become much more confident and patient at the plate. And it's rare to see him swinging a pitch way out of the zone. Good first pitch breaking ball in there for a called strike.
And a good pitch to lay off of there. That's a pitcher's pitch. Good job by Pacheco. Not being overly anxious. Nowhere to put him. Get your pitch.
Maxey on deck. 2-0 Friendswood. Oh, 1 to count. That pitch looked good. Nope. Called a ball. It's 1-1. If you're Baker, you wanted that call.
Yeah, definitely. That was a good pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 2 on for the Mustangs. Another curveball catches the outside corner.
Little backdoor action right there. That's a tough one to take, but he got the call.
Isaac did not like the call.
No.
I'm going to step out. Pacheco, 541 on the year. He has struck out only 4 times. He has 30 walks. 30 walks.
Yeah, that young man's seeing it well. Doesn't miss much. Doesn't go outside of what he, knows he can do. It's just been incredible.
Another curveball hit and through the hole. They're going to hold the runner. Oh, my goodness, they threw it back in behind. I think they might have missed an opportunity there, but he does have Maxey coming up with the bases loaded.
Now batting, junior catcher, number 1, Dylan Maxey.
These are the spots that Maxey lives for right here.
It's amazing how many times he does come up with the bases loaded.
And the kid the moment is never too big for this young man. Love to watch him play ball.
South at third, Newkirk at second, Pacheco on first. Maxey likes swinging first pitch, and it's through the infield, base hit. 1 run will score. Here comes 2. Pacheco heads to third. Maxey on his horse gets to second base.
That kid heads up base running. Phenomenal ball player right there. Somebody on the next level is going to get a gem in that kid right there.
2 more RBIs for Maxey as Newkirk and Reed come around to score.
Sophomore first baseman, number 25, Boots Landry.
And another double for Maxey. And my pregame premonition is holding true. Here's Boots with an RBI opportunity. Montemayor taking over for Maxey at second. Mustangs lead now 4-0. Boots takes outside, and it's 1-1. Pacheco on third. Big opportunity here for Boots. Really break this thing open. 1 ball, 1 strike. Got a pitch. Oh, right back to the pitcher. Anywhere but he probably scores. That's a tough break. Going to try and throw back to get Pacheco.
Next up for the Mustangs, senior third baseman, number 6, Devin Andrew.
That's a big out there. Hit that ball anywhere on the right side, and Pacheco scores. Here's Andrews. Devin hitting .262. 13 singles on the year, 15 runs. Walked 6 times and struck out 7. DA really crowding the plate. Curveball off the plate, and it's 1-0. .31 runs scored by Pacheco. He trails Newkirk by 1 in that category. And it's 2-0 to DA.
Good hitters count here with 2 outs.
So Mustangs have batted around as Wright waits on deck. Hate to leave those 2 out there. Here's the 2-0. Good hitters count. Curveball outside, and it's 3-0.
There's a base open, but you wouldn't think they'd be pitching around here with 2 outs, but
see if Benny gives him a green light here. DA does have a home run on his record. One double, 1 triple, and 1 home run. He's very consistent. Wearing my high school number. Always have a little favoritism for his number 6.
Got one to hit there. 3-1 fastball, middle in. Just fouled it off. I don't know. I'm kind of expecting a curveball out of this young man right here for some reason.
He's been throwing it on every count. that you can think of. I don't know why you wouldn't see one here at 3-2.
He got away with the fastball in that last pitch. I don't think he's going to try that again.
DA with 6 walks, 7 strikeouts. A walk here would even him up in that category. The 3-2. Got another fastball.
He did.
Lifts it deep into right field. Long run for the right fielder Gomez, and he does track it down. Just hung up. DA upset. He thought he had it. Well, Gomez continues to play a pretty good right field for the Bulldogs, but the Mustangs do some damage. 4 runs across. Another big blow by Maxey, a 2 RBI double. And Reed South with the RBI single to get the Mustangs on the board. And they lead it 4-0 after 3.
For the end zone, touchdown, Ryder Hernandez on 4th and 2 from the 17.
Sure, Vype Sports brings you the best in area high school football, but Vype brings you exciting high school volleyball action.
Dive in the middle for the back row. Here comes James and gets the kill.
Vype brings you walk-off home runs on the diamond.
Line drive, deep to left. It is going, and it is gone.
From lacrosse to the pitch to the court and more, the leader in high school sports coverage is Vype Sports.
BYP.
Top of the order due up for the Bulldogs. It will be Butler, Kendrick, followed by Gomez. And we'll see if the long inning has any effect on Birch. The lone runner thus far for the Bulldogs was a hit by pitch batter. Here's Wade Butler, the shortstop.
Number 3, Wade Butler.
Butler's been pretty solid over there at short, made every play that's come his way. He had the other hit in last night's game. Reaches out, DA across. Nice play by DA. Charged it immediately.
Yeah, went and attacked that ball, got the short hop. Great play right there.
1 pitch, 1 away, and it'll bring up Noah Kendrick.
Number 5, Noah Kendrick.
Kendrick flew out to right field his first time up. Mustangs playing straight away. Line hard in the center field. Did Nuke get a jump on it? Tried. Oh, it just gets by him. And he'll hold him to a single. Almost got to it, and that's the first hit of the ball game for the Bulldogs.
Now batting right fielder number 10, Britton Gomez. Yeah, the ball was well struck by Noah Kendrick there. And Newkirk had a great read on it.
He did.
He did everything he could do and just couldn't quite get to it, but made a great recovery on the ball that tipped off his glove to hold him to a single there.
Curveball lifted towards short. Easy play for Pacheco. And there's 2 away. Here's the left fielder, Corbin Chandler. He'll hit with 2 outs and 1 on. Got the Galveston Daily News in here with us this afternoon. Decided not to work on his tan. Join the AC here.
Bleachers are packed.
2 balls, no strikes to Chandler. Good hitters count. And that one gets away from Maxey, and so Similar to yesterday's game, the Bulldogs get their first runner to second base via a pass ball. That one will probably go down as a pass ball.
Yeah, it's tough on the catcher. He set up outside. Birch missed his location pretty bad with a low and in fastball. When it's coming in low 90s, sometimes it's hard to make that adjustment and catch that ball quickly.
Now swinging 3-0, down 4. And that might have been ball 4.
Yeah, kind of surprised to see a green light there. I'm not sure if he truly had one, but he went for it.
And Driscoll due up and see what he does here at 3-1. Pick off. Not a bad idea. Three balls, 1 strike, 2 out. Runner at second. Really nobody holding him on at all now. And he swings right through that one. It's 3-2.
I think you just rear back and go after him with your best pitch right here and say, here it is.
The 3-2. And got him. Wow, what a great job by Birch coming back after falling behind 3-0. And a runner stranded. And that's going to end the 4th for the Bulldogs. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Due up will be Wright, Montemayor, and South.
Vype Live, formerly KMAX Sports, one of the largest broadcast networks in Texas and the nation.
Check us out at Vype, BYPE.com.
Vype is the leader in high school sports broadcasts. We've been doing it for 15 years.
3rd and 13. Not yet. Another reverse. Breaking tackles. Dives to the end zone. Touchdown Rangers.
16 seconds. Really close at the corner. Rotates to Wilson. She fires the 3. Oh my God! It went in. Cavaliers pull ahead by 1.
Log on to Vype, BYPE.com.
Hey, for all the ways you love to play, Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easier than ever to gear up and have fun out there. Get free shipping on your favorite brands at academy.com or get free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store. Gear up this spring at Academy Sports and Outdoors. Baker back out for another inning of work.
Senior designated hitter number 12, Michael Wright.
Well, here's the senior Wright. Got the Mustangs started last inning with a leadoff single. See if he can do it again. Ripped and over the head of the second baseman. And will it get by the right fielder? It is. He's around second. He's going to hold up with a stand-up double. A great job of hitting there by Michael Wright.
I think Coach was waving him for 3 and he wasn't looking. Good job there by Michael Wright.
Yep, he was, because the ball kicked away. He saw the guy picking up the ball, but he didn't. When he turned back, he didn't see the ball kick away from the right fielder. And I think you're exactly right. I think Benny had him coming 3 all the way.
Yeah, I was watching Benny. He had the windmill arms working over there. He was trying to get him to come, but I think Wright made his mind up. He was stopping at second there.
So Montemayor showed bunt last time he had runners on and got hit by the pitch. Kind of infield in on the corners. Kind of expecting that again. See if he can get it down the third base line. Takes the curveball, stays up and out of the zone for ball 1. I saw the number 1 team ranked in the nation ended up losing.
Is that right?
That's right. out of Georgia. Call strike on the outside corner. It's 1-1. So if you were number 2 and the number 1 loses, kind of would expect that next time the rankings come out, Friendswood might move up into that spot, but we'll have to wait and see. 7 runs, 7 hits, 4 runs for the Mustangs. 1 hit, no runs for the Bulldogs. Showing bunt again. That was a perfect one to bunt.
Yeah, it was.
And he pulled back, and it's 1-2. My goodness, nice slow breaking ball right over the plate. That would have been a nice one to lay down. Now Montemayor in a hole. Going to have to battle back here. He says, man, I want an RBI. Ooh, hangs off the high fastball, and it's 2-2.
Good job there by Landon. Felt his hands kind of go up to try to meet that ball, so laid off. It's a good job.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at second. Nobody out. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Mustangs up 4-0 over the Bulldogs. Grounded foul. Oh, what a play by
Great play by
Benavidez.
Benny over there. Sure-handed coach.
Little flashback. Everybody's play is improving.
Good footwork by Benny there.
It's
Took that
not-
drop step, got the
I'm
big hop,
telling ya.
barehanded it. Nice.
Practice what you preach, brother. Ooh, Landon lays off another tough pitch and runs the count full. So good job battling back here. Big holes on both sides of the infield as both middle infielders. Wow.
Great job by Landon right there. Not expanding the zone, not letting the moment get too big. Just did what he got to do, found a way on.
Now batting junior second baseman, number 10, Reed South.
South RBI single and scored last inning. And we're going to have a visit. Again, South, another guy that can do either. He can put a bunt down or he can put the ball in play for you. South hitting over 300, 311, 357 on base percentage. He has 15 RBIs, 17 runs, and 4 doubles. He has 20 hits on the season. And again, just a perfect guy to have in the 9-hole. Because he's like Newkirk. He's just a good guy that gets on base. He does all the things right. Third baseman pretty far back over there. Oh, they're going to go up in the zone. Yep. So Reed bunting for a hit there. that's a late attempt.
Yeah.
Did not square around early, showing sacrifice at all. Coach trying to get a pop-up. The catcher, he's going to get – ooh, nice play by the first baseman. Very lucky. He had a shot at third.
He did.
But South gets the job done. A nice sacrifice bunt.
Number 13, Kevin Newkirk.
So runners at second and third for Newkirk.
Looks like they're bringing the infield in.
Newkirk with 10 RBIs on the year. And takes a ball low. Well, it's only fair. If you're going to call a high strike on him, you can't call the low strike, too. Winkler on deck. He'll be followed by Pacheco. And that's off the plate. So much different than last night as the Mustangs were pretty much swinging at everything their way. They've been having some much more quality at bats here this afternoon.
Yeah, you figure the first playoff game, they might have been pressing a little bit, trying to make something happen. I'm sure Coach Benny had a few words for him after the game. Just to settle down and do what you do what you've done all year.
2-0 from Baker, and Michael would like to have that pitch back. Had a good fastball out over the plate and fouled it off. Deep fly scores a run. Anywhere but back to the pitcher. Montemayor with good speed over at third. And that stays down. It's 3-1. So another good hitter's count coming. Let me tell you, that was nice to win that game last night because that would have been a miserable drive home. It was bad enough with the win. I can't imagine with a loss. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, 2 on. Ripped and down the line. Fair.
Oh.
Bobbled by Gomez. 1 run is in, 2 is in, and it'll be a stand-up double for Michael Wright.
Senior left fielder, number 5, Isaiah Winkler.
Here's Winkler. That's the right. I meant Newkirk. Newkirk with the 2 RBI double. We have a new pitcher. Michael Wright scores, and so does Montemayor. And the Mustangs now lead 6-0.
Attention please, new pitcher for the Bulldogs, number 12, Ryan Bell.
What number, Cade?
Number 12.
So Dylan Bell started the game. He was relieved by Kyler Baker, and now we'll have Ryan Bell come in with 1 out and 1 on, and the Mustangs up 6-0. Newkirk was looking to the entire way, and when Gomez bobbled the ball, he got in there easily. Winkler 0 for 1 with a sac fly, RBI. And he takes a ball up. It's one way to try a sneaky pick-off attempt. Strike on the inside corner evens the count at 1 apiece. Winkler's had just a real solid year. 341, 582 on base, over 1,000 OPS.
Yeah, great season offensively and defensively for the young man. Made some outstanding plays out there in left field all year long.
And the one play he didn't make, he dropped a ball out in left field that would have ended the game, which everybody thought he was going to catch, and then he picked it up and threw the guy out at second base anyway to end the game.
He's got a cannon, and he has used it a few times for sure.
Ooh.
Tough call there. 2 low strikes.
2 strikes. Should have been 3-1. That was probably closer than the last one, but it runs the count full. Well, Ryan is definitely throwing harder than anybody we've seen thus far.
Yep, he's probably low 80s. Maybe touching 85, something like that.
We had some issues last night with the players for needling and calling time when Rogers was in his windup and the umpire allowing it. The 3-2. Fastball fouled straight back. We'll reset and do it again. And there was one time when Winkler asked for time and did not get it. It's been a while since he's been hit by a pitch.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, I had to say it.
Got away with the fastball in the last one. Let's see what he brings here. Fastball down.
Wow.
That was a good pitch, but we'll take it.
Second walk of the inning.
Now batting senior shortstop, number 34, Isaac Pacheco.
So no room to put Pacheco on. Been a while since we've seen Pacheco hit one over the Green Monster.
I like this matchup. I like the tilt on this pitcher versus the plane of Isaac's swing. This could be a good one. Oh.
Grounded right side, and nice grab by the first baseman. And he missed the bag. He absolutely stepped over the bag.
He scored that a hit. It's a tough play.
You can't assume it, so yeah, you have to give him a hit.
Now batting junior catcher, number 1, Dylan Maxey.
And I hate to point out the obvious, but bases are loaded again for Dylan Maxey.
He always finds a way to end up in this situation. And he's been attacking that first pitch, so we're about to find out if that trend continues.
Newkirk on third, Winkler at second. Yeah, I would not throw this guy a first pitch strike. I don't care if bases are loaded.
Oh, my goodness.
Dylan actually taking a pitch. What is the world coming to?
I don't know, but that was a fastball right down Broadway. I think maybe Dylan was thinking the same thing we were.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the 0-1. This pitch off the plate, and it's 1-1. I know you don't want to hang a curveball to him.
No. The wind's whipping pretty good out there, as usual, blowing pretty much straight in from center. Maybe a little cross to right.
2 hits already for Maxey.
And
Make it!
Get down, ball.
3!
Down. And it's by him. Oh, this could be trouble. This could be inside the Parker.
1 run is in. 2 runs are in. 3 runs are in.
He's sending him.
Maxey with an inside the park home run.
That young man, just unreal. Just unreal.
It was kind of fun to watch him going around second. He was in cruise control mode. So 4 more RBIs for Maxey. Goodness gracious.
Next up, sophomore first baseman, number 25, Boots Landry.
Honestly, Cade, what's left? What's left for that kid to do?
Yeah, pitch. Yeah, right.
And guess what? He can.
He can. He's got a cannon. So, but I tell you, I mean, there's some things that you just can't teach. There's just intangibles that some players have, and that kid has them all. Let me tell you.
I'll tell you what. I've been accused of being a Maxey homer, but I see the work he puts in. I know how hard he works at his craft.
Yeah, there's no doubt. There's
Line and down. Boots continues the assault.
Now batting senior third baseman, number 6, Devin Andrew.
Nine.
Should be 10, right? Yeah. So Maxey's inside the park homer pushes Friendswood's lead to 10-0. And still only 1 out in the inning as Bell is being knocked around pretty good here.
Well, it's like we said before. When you bring in somebody that has a little pep on the ball,
yeah,
they better have movement, better be able to spot locate, because these guys eat fastballs like candy.
Bell did not help himself by not being able to find first base on Pacheco's ground ball. So Maxey with 6 RBIs, and you would think that that was the most he's had in a game, but guess what?
It's not.
It's not.
Yeah.
Kid has a 7 RBI game to his credit as well. Ooh, DA really late on that pitch.
Really late.
And Maxey now tied for the home run lead on this team with that inside the park run.
Yeah, that's a risk you want to run as an outfielder on a play like that. If you make that decision to kind of dive after that ball, if you don't get it,
you don't get it.
You know, Newkirk made that play.
And he at least knocked it down.
At least got leather on it,
a
knocked
piece
the
on
ball
it,
down earlier in the game. But that's the difference.
Yeah.
On a ball hit that hard, that sharply, if you don't make that play, it gets by.
Yeah, Kaywood just did not even get anything on it, and it rolled all the way to the wall. That ball hit hard. Kaywood makes the catch. And there's 2 away.
Next up for the Mustangs, senior designated hitter, number 12, Michael Wright.
So here's Michael Wright, who's been the big bat for Friendswood as he has started a couple of major rallies. Singles and scored in the 3rd, and then doubled and scored here in the 4th. Senior having a huge game after a quiet night last night. Oh, got a good pitch. Fouls it off. But not a lot of we had really a big crowd last night. Nederland showed up in full force, but they did not travel well today.
No, it's mostly Friendswood Blue over there on the visitor side as well.
They just, I think, decided, you know what, we gave it our best shot, and we'll stay home and listen to it. Right. Rolls over on that one. Hits it foul, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, Wright kind of came around that pitch right there. I'd like to see the swing he had in the previous inning where he laced that single into left field, taking it inside out.
Quiet first couple of innings, and then the Mustangs have exploded for 10 runs here in the third and fourth inning. Oh, good job of hitting there. That ball was going to tail back in for a strike, and
yeah, that's just a
really all you could do with that pitch.
Good approach right there. That's just moving the baseball, living to see another pitch, not leaving it up to the umpire. It's just a good veteran move right there.
Big leads have evaporated before, but they've been against lesser teams. I know Friendswood trailed Texas City in 2010 8-0 and came back to win that game. That's back when the field was turned around 180. Big brother of Maxie made an appearance here today.
Prairie View A&M baseball star.
Got the sidearm sling. If you ever saw him pitch, popped up right side, and
a little bit of trouble.
Second baseman does not get called off, but it's a little dangerous there. But that'll end the inning. Wright pops out. Montemayor will lead it off in the fifth, but we will head to the fifth. Mustang leads this one 10-0.
Hey, buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype, VYPE.com, and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype, VYPE.com.
For the end zone, touchdown, Ryder Hernandez on 4th and 2 from the 17.
Sure, Vype Sports brings you the best in area high school football, but Vype brings you exciting high school volleyball action.
Dive in the middle for the back row. Here comes James and gets the kill.
Vype brings you walk-off home runs on the diamond.
Line drive, deep to left. It is going, and it is gone!
From lacrosse to the pitch to the court and more, the leader in high school sports coverage is Vype Sports.
BYP.
Leading off the inning for the Bulldogs, second baseman number 23, Gage Driscoll.
Here's Driscoll. Driscoll reached his first time up. I hit my pitch. And oh, nice play by Birch to drop down, make sure the out. And there's one away.
Now batting designated hitter number 17, Brady Corcoran.
Here's Corcoran. Corcoran lined out to second base his last time up, and he takes a ball low. What's Birch's pitch count?
That was pitch number 41. Got the crowd riled up doing a little wave action, I guess, over there.
I wish they'd stop.
Yeah.
Good off-speed pitch, and it's 2-1.
It's pretty funny, though.
It's like one of those Astros games when everybody gets bored in the blowout. Yeah. Good pitch on the outside corner, not called, and it's 3-1. Same place and same call.
Okay.
First walk of the game for Birch.
Next up, center fielder number 13, Landon Kaywood.
Kaywood grounded out to Pacheco his first time up. 1 hit, no runs for the Bulldogs. 11 hits and 10 runs for the Mustangs. That one fouled off to the Mustangs dugout. It's 0-1. Huge Friendswood contingent here. I say they've had to spill over to the first base side just to fit everybody in here. Good off speed.
Pulled the
It's
string on that
0-2,
one,
sure did.
Great changeup right there. Another change.
Here it is again, yeah. And got a good tail action on it as well.
That was actually a better pitch than the first one. He left that first one up, but it was enough good arm action that really messed up the timing of the batter. But
You can come back with some gas now if you want. There it is.
Yep.
Just got a piece of it. He's thrown a curveball a couple of times, but has not.
he usually has a very
He
good curve.
normally does, yeah, but
Must
he
not have
he
the feel
hasn't.
for it today.
Well, he hasn't needed it.
Well, that's true too.
You know, it's one thing if you need it. Like to see him throw a couple early in the count, just so he can start getting control of it. Good job by DA knocking that ball down. And
Nice
what a
pick over
scoop
first.
over there
Look at
by
that.
Boots. He has
Corner.
been just phenomenal at first base.
Corner infielders doing their job. There's a hot shot to the hot corner there. DA sacrificing the body, knocking the ball down, throwing the ball low where Boots could handle it. Nice pick by Boots over there at first base.
And that was a backhand pick.
Now batting first baseman number 9, Brody Bennett.
Yeah, not an easy play at all. But that's what he's there for.
Second runner of the game to reach second base for the Bulldogs. That's how dominant Mustangs have been today. 2 outs, 1 on. And Birch falling behind again. So Bennett with an opportunity here to break this scoreless string they have going against Friendswood. Lost 5-0 last night. Trail here 10-0. And hits that one right off the end of the bat, and it's 2-1. A little bit of payback for the 2009 loss Friendswood had to Nederland. And that's not going to do it. Boots will call it. And that's going to be your ball game, right? 10 after 5. Yep. Mustangs moving on. They win this one 10-0. 11 hits, 10 runs for the Mustangs.
Friendswood Mustangs, 10 runs, 11 hits, no errors.
And 1 hit, no runs for the Bulldogs, as they now will have to travel back to Nederland and think about next year. They, again, a good young squad for Nederland, up-and-coming squad. We expect to see and hear good things about that ball club the next year or two as their kids get a little bit older. They got some good playoff experience here, but unfortunately losing that game to Crosby, pushing them into the 4 spot, matched them up against the number 1 or number 2, possibly number 1 team in the nation, the Mustangs, who are just riding high on a 26-game winning streak right now.
That is just hard to believe, but man, oh man, what a ride these kids are on, let me tell you.
I mean, Kay, we've been calling this for a while now, and I've never seen anything like it. Friendswood has never had this kind of a season, so it's kind of hard to take in. A lot of people can't believe it when I tell them, say, oh, yeah, we're 26-0, we're ranked in the nation. You know, we got good, strong pitching. We got a kid that's probably going to go in the first round. And we got, good guys around him, but they've been playing. Not only are we getting great pitching and timely hitting, these guys are playing just unbelievable defense.
It is one of the most solid, well-rounded teams that I can recall. And you're right. I mean, when one part of it's not working, the other 2 parts of it, pitching and the defense, picking up when the offense isn't working, and when the offense is working, the pitching, like today, the pitching was still great, but he pitched behind a lot in the count, which we haven't seen from this team. They pound the zone and they pitch ahead a lot, and today was a little bit different, but it only took Jackson a complete game, 55 pitches to get through this, even with a lot of balls. So the defense does their job. The offense picked it up today. And it's just an incredible ball club. It just really is.
And, you're talking about some guys that haven't even seen the bump yet. Casemeyer.
Right.
Toomas.
Yeah.
These are guys that could be starters.
And they will be.
And they will be, right?
That's
But,
right.
I mean, it's amazing the pitching quality that the Mustangs have. And it's been just – like you said, next guy up. They've had some close games, some walk-offs, some 1-0 games. They beat Bel Air. I mean, they've had some quality wins, but one of the moms, Dawn South, was telling me, he said this is one of the most competitive bunch of boys that she's ever been around. That they hate to lose, they don't ever expect to lose, and they've been kind of the COVID thing. They were going to be good last year.
They were, yeah.
And when you don't get that opportunity, all of a sudden it becomes much more important to you. And I think this season has kind of shown that they've come with a vengeance, and they're enjoying playing the game. But Benny and Travis really have them playing the game the right way.
Well, and I think you hit the nail on the head. Coach Benny and Coach Moore, these guys pour their heart and soul into this club, and they are building a program, not just a team, but a program that, in years past, maybe we didn't have, the kind of depth and the real program mentality. But I'm most excited for Coach Benny. I mean, he's a young coach. He got his chance, and he is absolutely making the best of it and showing what he's capable of and what he's capable of doing with a ball club. And these kids, this team, they're just never – the moment's never too big for them. And I think that just has a lot to do with the way that they're coached and managed by these coaches, and they just have them ready.
And he has been very complimentary, saying that he has been given a lot of talent. and not taking that much credit, but he does. He deserves it.
He deserves it because there's always been a lot of talent in Friendswood. I mean, even when I was coaching, we had some great ball clubs with a lot of kids that played really good baseball together, and then they get to the high school level and they get mixed up and separated and whatnot. But the talent's there. It's just, what do you do with the talent? And you know, I tell you, it's a lot easier to coach a heavily talented team, you know, in the select ball days and that, where you can go out and kind of pick your talent. But when you got a program like this where you're getting the absolute best out of everybody on your team, in your lineup from top to bottom, that goes back to coaching. Putting them in the right places, the right positions, the right spots in the lineup, knowing your team, knowing their abilities, and just, man, it's just been phenomenal.
Well, Friendswood is moving on to the second round. They'll play the winner between Milby and Fulsher. So we'll have to find out. We'll keep you updated when that happens. But again, not sure what's more impressive, the 26-game win streak or Amber Hollier's belly. But either way, they're both extremely impressive, and we're proud of both of them. So thank you for joining us, everybody. For Cade Lyko, our QA back in the studio, Dandra McBenu, I'm Joe Hollier. We'll see you in the next round. Goodbye, everybody.
See you next time. Bye, folks.
Thank you.